All right, boys. Again, Path of Exile dropping another video for us to digest. We got just a little less than 3 days to go, but this is the Runes of Aldur, Runecrafting. And I've already watched it once, but we'll go over it because it's a little crazy.
These are my life's work.
It's a little crazy what you can do.
The more I studied,
some
the more
really,
I began to see similar shapes
really cool stuff
in the stars above. It was then that I dedicated myself to becoming a rune seeker.
Remember when you thought the tuning fork was going to be
As
a
Pharaoh so
weapon?
kindly explained, runes are very powerful and ancient inscriptions, and they can be socketed into your items to grant them more power. During the League, inscribing symbols into remnants will let you choose between a
So
bunch
we had learned about this, right? Nothing new yet, but it gets crazy. It's only a 3.5 minute video.
When you come across a remnant, it has a number of slots ranging from 2 to 7. The more slots, the more powerful
Right.
the remnant encounter, but the more options you'll have to choose.
Like this one transforms all cold and lightning modifiers on the item into equivalent fire modifiers. We'll get into that. They show that later.
At the start of the game, you might find yourself crafting simple damage or resistance runes that are available at a lower level than you would normally be able to get them, giving you a decent power boost. But things quickly get more interesting. There are 22 runes for adding or modifying
Plus 20 to maximum
runic
ward.
a new resource that can protect you from death.
I mean, look at that.
Using these runes, you can add an extra defensive layer, or turn your runic ward into an offensive weapon.
He took plenty of hits, like 3 hits there, while he was basically at nothing and didn't die. I mean, with the boost we're getting to armor, evasion, and deflection, and then the runic ward system on top of that, I'm hoping more people try out Mercenary because it's not going to be a squishy anymore. It's just not going to be a squishy. Also, if you're looking for a league start, I'm doing my normal Galvanic shard Stormblast bolts. I put up a guide yesterday. I got the full written guide on Icy Veins. It'll be down in the description. Check it out. I know there's a ton of stuff. It's hard to pick what the league start. It's good fun. So check it out. I've run it for, I don't know, 3 leagues now? 4 leagues? I don't even know.
Kalguran runic skills. There are also 13 runes that add powers specific to weapon types, like this one, which gives a chance for grenades to explode a second.
So they're showing off a crossbow one, and we know we're getting that new crossbow unique that doesn't have a cooldown. So having an additional 10% chance for them to activate a second time. I mean, it's been a minute since I played grenades, but I can't remember what the support was for it. Was it payload? I can't remember the percentage. Is here like a third? Is like a 30% chance for them to activate a second time? It might even be 50. I can't remember. But having an extra 10% on top of that could be pretty OP, you know?
In time. Or this one, which gives you a new buff called Druidic Prowess when heavy stunning enemies.
Which, I mean, is a stacking buff. So 10% skill speed and cause it hits with spell damage to grant 3 rage per stack for 10 seconds. Maximum 3 stacks. So that's 30% skill speed. Ain't bad.
In addition, there are 22 runes designed to give you power at low levels, like this one.
So this is interesting, right? There's runes that are for like leveling your second character to make them OP, and we'll see on the second one here that gives spirit. Basically, at the higher level you get, the worse. Like it basically starts taking away. So it's only good at like lower levels, probably up to like 20, 30, you know. But minus 10 to all max elemental res, but you get plus 20 to all elemental resistances. I mean, you're not going to cap out your res, which, you know, we're in Act 2 here. You're not going to be capping out your res at 75. So having cap at 65, but plus 20 to all is pretty massive. So that's a win right there. Put that on. That's way better than having the lesser runes or even like the normal runes, which are given what, like 8%? You know what I mean? For one. So
which gives you a bunch of elemental resistances. Or this one, which gives
so plus 50 to spirit is massive. Requires level 15. Level 15 getting a plus 50 to spirit is absolutely insane. But minus 1 spirit per 2 levels. So at level 20, it's only going to be 40. At level 30, it's going to be 35. So that's where I was talking about, where it diminishes the higher level you get. But that's fine. That's a big boost early on to get you rolling when, you know, you've already made your first character and you've got a bunch. You're just doing a second character. You really fly through there, you know.
You a ton of spirit. These runes are designed to be powerful, but drop off in value as you level up. They're
I'm
great
okay
for
with
power
that.
leveling a second.
Also, if you didn't know, they got rid of the Recombinator, and all of the Expedition NPCs that used to go and were able to like spend whatever currency from Expedition and like try to craft new equipment, all of that's gone. It's all gone. So I'm thinking they're trying to, we didn't get a crafting bench, but we're getting all this rune crafting. And I think this is kind of how they want to go, because all this is going to become, they're not going to get rid of all of these like 160 runes they're adding for the next league. They're going to keep it. It's going to go core.
Character in the league. We also have 6 runes that can be used to expand the pool of modifiers.
So this is cool. I'm actually going to go and pull all of these up so we can see. But basically, you can put this on, and then you can roll those modifiers on the item. It'll show here. Let's actually watch it, and then we'll go pull them up.
Used when doing high-level crafting. So, for example, you can socket
So decay
Countless
modifiers.
gloom into some gloves, and it will enable the crafting of a bunch of.
So now can roll decay modifiers. So I don't know if it can also roll like, I don't know if that replaces, like, see how this is like 20% increased wither magnitude. I don't know if we can still get another on top of that, or if it's just the decay, but
new decay
basically
modifiers that can be used
they're
for
going to hit it
damage over time
with
builds.
chaos until it
After
rolls.
socketing one of this type of rune, use regular exalts or chaos orbs to try and craft the new mods.
Boom. So you've got 3 decay modifiers on now. Curse magnitude, magnitude of bleeding, magnitude of poison. So, you know, something we can do here. But yeah, looking back at everything, like, let's look at, I want to pull up marksman. Find exactly a list of, say, like the marksman modifiers. I don't, this is probably going to be for us for crossbow, marksman modifiers, and could probably roll some pretty crazy stuff, honestly, if we could focus that and then just chaos spam it until we get like 3 or 4. Could probably be really good.
Used when doing high-level crafting. So, for example, decay modifiers that can be used for damage rune, use regular exalts or chaos orbs to try and craft the new mods.
So yeah,
There are also several runes that have one-off powerful effects on items, but are bound
+1 suffix. Now, this gives it
forever into the
7
socket,
modifiers.
like this one, which allows any item to gain another suffix.
So it eats up the socket, but you get a 1 suffix. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ready? Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What actually did it add? Rarity. But still, I mean, hey man, sometimes having an extra suffix would be better than, say, having, because I mean, once you get towards endgame, usually gloves, you don't run like a resistance in your socket, but I mean, if you don't need that, man, that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
Or this one, which allows you to create a jewel.
Hold on, go back. Destroys all augment sockets on the item to create a jewel socket. This is actually crazy.
To create a jewel socket.
So he's got a socket in there, but what's crazy, it says, oh, because it destroys it all. Okay, so it destroyed the one that was in there, and then this stays there to show you that you have that's the one you have. So instead of running, I don't know, something on gloves that gives, what's the one I probably usually use, like the 1 to 30 lightning damage, you can use that and put a jewel in there. Now, does that work with the jewels you get from, what is it, Delirium, where it's like +2, +3 to whatever skill you're using? Because if that's the case, that could be really strong. That could be really strong. But even if not, you're running just like for me, I'd run an emerald because I'm doing crossbow. I mean, having all of this socketed into whatever piece of gear, that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Or this series of runes that can convert any elemental.
So yeah, this is all for wand and staffs. So you can transform all fire and lightning modifiers to cold, all cold and lightning to fire, fire and cold to lightning, and fire, cold, and lightning to chaos. So there's so many possibilities for builds now. This is absolutely crazy.
From one element to another.
This is so crazy.
There's even a rune that can upgrade any other rune.
Yeah, upgrade a socketed rune. So Plus 60 to max
upgrade
life.
them beyond the normal limit.
Plus 75 to max life. I mean, not crazy, but hey, life is life, right?
The last one I want to show you today is Aldur's Legacy, a special rune that can be socketed into any Kalguran.
So this is crazy. I'm going to have to see if I can pull up a list of all Kalguran or Enzymite items. I think we're getting some new ones too that we don't know about yet. So I guess it really not going to matter until we get in the game and really see. But basically you take whatever the unique, like big, you know, main ability or modifier is, and you can get that on the rune and then socket it wherever you want.
Or Enzymite unique to destroy
which is
it,
pretty crazy.
but create a new rune that takes some of the properties of that unique. So for example, use this on a Trample Toe to create a Legacy of Trample Toe rune. Socket into any boots and, just like the unique it came from,
Boom. Now you don't have to worry about whatever was on Trample Toe.
on a Trample Toe.
Right, so you don't have to have the low movement speed and the armor and the attribute requirements, right? So you can now take that, put on a normal pair of boots, and then craft and try to hit 30-35% movement speed, and then you get the benefits of what was Trample Toe with higher modifiers, which is pretty crazy. Crafting is going to be pretty crazy this league.
To create a Legacy of Trample Toe rune. Socket into any boots and, just like the unique it came from, you'll deal 10% of overkill damage to all enemies in a 2-meter radius. Or how about the Legacy of Twisted Empyrean? Destroy a Twisted Empyrean and you can add...
So that gives attacks to this weapon have added cold damage equal to 6 to 10% maximum mana.
Twisted Empyrean.
Yeah, so it does seem like it goes down a bit. Like it was 6 to 10. This is 8 to 11. I don't know if it can just roll randomly or if it's once you break it down, like that's it. Like it's only going to give you a certain value every time. I don't know if it can roll when you break this down. That's something I guess we'll have to find out. But that's still,
Destroy
I mean, this opens up a lot. It really does, man.
To any weapon. With Aldur's Legacy, you can create another
250% melee physical damage take reflected to
100
attacker.
or so runes with all sorts of
+1 charm slot, gain 1 charge per
unique
second.
effects.
And maximum quality is 40%. I mean, that would be... That's good. And you can put this on anything, from what I understand.
At this point, you might be thinking, that's a lot of effects. You can add cold damage based on your maximum mana to any weapon.
Yeah, see, it said any weapon.
With Aldur's Legacy, you can create another 100 or so runes with all sorts of unique effects.
But here, it only says one-hand maces. And that other staff, it said you could put it on anything. So I don't know if it's limited or if all of these can go on anything. Because if you can get max quality, that's a good boost of damage on a weapon.
At this point, you might be thinking, that's a lot of new runes. And you'd be right. This is the runes of Aldur after all.
Yeah, there's a lot
but we
going
didn't
on.
want the old runes to be left behind either. A significant number of the old runes that were not being used have been buffed as well, making this crafting system significantly better. Explore everything runes have to offer in the Return
There
of
it
the
is.
Ancients update on May.
So yeah, they're buffing the, I think it's like perfect runes now, or I think we had those. I don't know. I saw it somewhere where it was like even more values. But man, that's pretty crazy. That's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah. Like somebody says here, the monk node just got a lot more interesting because it's what you can put five extra sockets on the monk, which is pretty crazy. That's what I was trying to figure out. The adorned. I wonder if you can do that. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, boys. Like I said, I got my league starter up. I'll be playing Friday. I'll be playing Saturday. I'll be playing for the rest of my life. And I'm excited. And I'll be live on YouTube. My multi-streaming doesn't work. It can't hold 60 FPS and multi-stream, which doesn't make any sense because I have a second streaming PC and that's all it does. But it can't handle it for whatever reason. So I'll be on YouTube, but come hang out. Let me know how you feel about this, and I'll see you boys on the next one.